Welcome to the Operations Local Joint Health and Safety Committee SharePost Site Instruction Guide. This instruction guide was prepared by the SharePost team at Canada Post. This is the agenda for this SharePost Site Instruction Guide. We'll start off with a background and introduction, cover the scope of instruction, talk about how to get help, and close out with questions and comments. For the background, Canada Post must comply with the Canadian Labour Code Part 2 requirement for an annual report from LJHSC, Local Health and Safety Committees. The database will maintain the number, composition, and activities of LJHSCs and a list of HS reps on an annual basis. In 2011, there were a few HRSDC issuances for offices that were not compliant. The goal is to ensure compliance will be met by all locations going forward. A brief note on the differences between LJHSC and HS reps. Canada Labour Code Part 2 requires that every employer shall, for each workplace at which 20 or more employees are normally employed, establish a workplace health and safety committee. For each workplace at which fewer than 20 employees are normally employed, and for which an employer is not required to establish a workplace committee, appoint the person as the health and safety representative for that workplace. Introduction. This presentation will provide a walkthrough of the new SharePost site designed to provide the following: a centralized database that identifies all locations with LJHSC committees and HS reps nationally, a repository for maintaining all documentation associated with each LJHSC, identify and report on all LJHSC meetings and inspections as they occur, and maintain a list of all LJHSC members and HS representatives. Here's the scope of instruction. SharePost Navigation Basics, a brief introduction to SharePoint and how to navigate the system. The new LJHSC and HS website, an overview of the new website. Information page views, how to access and use the different page views available. Reporting and printing pages. We'll show you how to report and print the pages that are available in the site. And online help files. We'll cover the location and content of the various online help files available. Introduction to SharePost. SharePoint 2010 was rolled out originally to the Postal Transformation Group in early 2010. Since then, it has been expanded beyond the borders of postal transformation and is now being utilized for other initiatives. SharePoint 2010 is a Microsoft product and works like any website. At the initial rollout of SharePoint 2010 at Canada Post, a naming contest was held to name the site. The winning entry was SharePost, and that's why we'll refer to this as the SharePost site. SharePost Navigation Basics. Start by accessing SharePost itself by typing in sharepost.mailpost.ca into the menu bar of Internet Explorer. There's no need for www or HTTP. This will bring you to the landing page or home page for SharePost. Note that for this to work, you need to be either connected directly to the Canada Post corporate LAN or working through VPN access. This will take you to the SharePost landing page. The SharePost logo and navigation bar are visible in all pages in SharePost for easy access. Everything in SharePost involves either holding your mouse pointer over a link to reveal other options or clicking once on a link to launch the process. There is no need to double-click anything in the SharePost site. You can click once on the SharePost logo to return to this main landing page anywhere in the site. You can also access the training site by clicking once on the training site link from the navigation bar. You can add any of these pages to your Internet Explorer favorites for easy access to future visits to the site. This is the new LJHSC and HS Rep landing page. Once you arrive here, you can save this page in your Internet Explorer favorites as well for easy access on your next visit to the site. You'll be sent an email link with access to the site. This page is intended to be a central point that provides navigation tools for users. The idea is to keep it simple by allowing visitors to filter and view committees according to their personal preferences. The process launch icons are located across the top of the page. Click once on any of these icons to execute that particular activity. You may choose to view only a particular region, filtered by GM, Director, or Manager. You can set this up from these drop-down boxes. Click once on any of the Click Here links beside a committee to get detailed information about that particular committee. There's also a dashboard showing meetings and inspections for month-to-date and year-to-date in a graphical format. For notifications, an automated notification will be sent out mid-month to the Operations Manager for any meeting or inspections that are showing up red on the month-to-date report. Adding a new location. Before you can upload any documents or add any committee members, you need to add a location to the list. From the LJHSC and HSREP homepage, click once on the Add New Location Process Launch button. This will open a new dialog box where you can enter the particulars for your committee. Note that items with a red asterisk are mandatory fields that must contain data in order to create the location listings. Click Save to complete the operation, or Cancel to exit out. A quick note about working with the Active Directory, or AD. In SharePoste, people's names are stored in what is called the Active Directory. This is common across all applications in SharePost. To locate a name, enter the person's last name in the box and press Enter. The system will always come back with "No exact match was found." Click the items that did not resolve for more options. At this point, use your mouse and left-click on the name. Then, from the drop-down box that appears, select the correct name from the list. You can also click on the address book icon to search for the name. Information or page views. By selecting the Click Here link from any of the listings on the LJHSC and HSREP homepage, you'll get a detailed view like this. The focus of this page is to allow a person to view all information associated with a specific committee. The page is filtered per committee number and brings together information from all lists related to the selected committee. By clicking on New Item, the user will be able to update the associated document and pre-populate the document taxonomy. The Committee Details section shows the tombstone data for the particular committee. The Meetings and Documents section provides a summary with each meeting recorded for the year, along with access to the meeting minutes. In the Documents section, this provides access to documents associated with this committee. This will include monthly checklists, year-end reports, inspections, that sort of thing. And at the bottom under Committee Members, you'll see a list of all the committee members with the ability to add more or edit the member's name. Note that this is not necessarily who has attended the last meeting. Uploading documents. Once your committee number is established for your area, you can upload documents such as meeting minutes, monthly checklists, year-end reports, or inspection reports. Start from the LJHSC and HSREP homepage and select the region applicable to your area. You can filter that by General Manager, Director, or Manager. Next, use the Click Here link beside the committee number for the site you want to upload documents to. Under the Meetings Document heading, click on the link for New Item. This will allow you to browse for and upload your document. Click OK once you've located the document to upload either from your local hard drive or a USB memory stick, CD-ROM, etc. It's vitally important to note that documents you upload should always have a unique name, similar to working with the network or shared drive. It's important to have different names for each new meeting minute document or inspection document. Once you've identified the document for uploading, SharePost will bring you to the Upload Document screen. From here, enter the meeting document date, select the document type from the drop-down menu. The drop-down menu contains options for meeting minutes, monthly inspections, year-end inspection, or other. You can also specify your own value by clicking the checkbox and then entering the type of document you're uploading. Once you're ready, click once on the Check-in button to complete the operation, or click once on the Cancel button to cancel out of the operation. My Committees at Risk. The My Committees at Risk Process Launch button provides the GM, Director, or Operations Manager a listing of all committees that have a red or yellow flag for meetings or inspections. Location requirement errors. The Location Requirement Errors Process Launch button will provide the GM, Director, or Operations Manager a view of any committees that are not compliant with the requirements for establishing an LJHSC. For instance, if there are over 20 people at the location, there needs to be an LJHSC committee and not an HS rep. If a location starts out with less than 20 people but grows to 20 or more, then it will appear in this report, and the Operations Manager will have to create a new committee for the location and set the HS rep flag to no. Similarly, for locations with less than 20 people but have no HS rep identified, they'll show up in this report because there's fewer than 20 members, and that does not require an HS rep. You can make changes to any committee data by going back to the LJHSC landing page, clicking on the committee you need to edit, and then click the Edit icon for that committee in the detailed view. Review all documents. The focus of this page is to allow a person to view document library information with the ability to filter to specific viewer needs. The landing page data will be grouped by region and then sorted by region, province, and then city. You can click on the chevrons to expand or contract any given area. Click once on the printer icon to print the contents of that page. It will not print the Process Launch button graphics, only everything below that. How to get help, Part 1. Knowing how to get help when you run into problems can make the difference between getting the job done or being unable to proceed. The LJHSC and HS Rep site has extensive online help files covering all aspects of the website. You can find help in 3 different ways. One is from the SharePoste training site. Click once on the training site icon from the navigation bar, then click once on the How Do I FAQ link from the training site page. Once you get there, under the training guide session, click once on Working with the LJHSC and HS Rep site. This will take you to the complete help guide for that site. How to get help, Part 2. The second way to get help is from the LJHSC and HS Rep site landing page, or any subsequent page on the site. Click the Quick Launch button for either About this page, for help specific to a given page, or click the Quick Launch button for Help Guide, which will take you to the complete help guide for the site. The third way of getting help is to call or email me directly. My contact information will appear on the last slide. Critical Activity Timeline. For the Ops Managers, here's a visual of the critical activities required by you between now and January 2013. The Ops Managers training sessions will be held November 13th to 15th. Quick reference cards to help in the processes will be issued November 14th to 16th. Ops Managers need to create their locations in SharePost from November 16th until January 15th, 2013. The Management Co-Chair training sessions will be scheduled for mid-January. Quick reference cards for the Management Co-Chairs will be issued concurrently with the training sessions. SharePost support by means of telephone or email will be provided between now and January 31st, 2013. The online help files are available anytime. This concludes the instruction section for the SharePost LJHS and HSREP site. If you have any questions or comments, I welcome your feedback anytime. Please contact Paul Rivet at paul.rivet@canadapost.ca or call 613-734-7962. Thanks for your time today.